Democrats is they gonna keep letting Israel and AIPAC fund their elections. If y'all know for a fact that AIPAC and Israel is connected, why would y'all take their money? See, we got to cut this motherfucking devil off from the root. So if y'all gonna keep letting AIPAC fund y'all elections, then y'all not for the black people. Y'all not for no people in America. If y'all sitting right here idly by and watching Israel murder innocent kids and children, and y'all sit idly by, y'all got blood on y'all hands too, Democrats. We already know the Republican Party is a Zionist party. They're not a Christian party. That shit was just make believe to get black people to follow them Zionist ass parties right off the cliff, and that's what these black preachers in America has done. But the question is to you Democrats that's running for re-election right now, is y'all gonna not take no money from AIPAC, get AIPAC out the Democratic Party, and we'll solve a lot of problems. But if y'all gonna take y'all re-election money from AIPAC, every single day telling the American people not to vote for the Democrats and that they is the party of killing kids too. See, it's hard to like contrast the Republicans from the Democrats on certain things because the Democrats get behind these Zionist people that hate Americans, hate black people, and the Democrats sign on bills to keep funding this war machine that's called Israel. Israel is a war machine. Israel want to get Americans and our American kids into wars that they won't send. And the Democrats keep AIPAC. This is the same thing I'm saying about Jeffries. He shouldn't be the speaker of the Democratic Party because he is funded and owned by AIPAC. Right. He is funded and owned by AIPAC. We need that girl in there from Texas, Miss Crockett. That's who should be the speaker for the Democratic Party. Mr. Jeffries can't even speak. He hurt my ears when he talked because every time I see him, I just see Nancy Pelosi's face. That's what I see when I see Jeffries. Mr. Jeffries, you need to hand that gavel over to Miss Jeffries. To Miss Crockett. Because we can't even understand the way you talk. The way you talk is irritating. It takes you 20 minutes to get to the first point. You is in the way of our progress, Mr. Jeffries. And any one of you Democrats from these Zionist people that's creating all the wars in the Middle East, we gonna try to vote you out of office too. Right. We want your ass out of here too. Because these people, just look what these motherfucking people believe in. Israel. Look what they believe in. These people believe in the most heinous, evilest shit that this world ever seen. And guess what America has done? Look around you. Every condo in America is owned by Zionist, evil ass people right in our neighborhoods. And we don't want them. We despise them people at the corner stores in our neighborhood. They is worse than them fucking Mexicans. And I can see why they own all the stores here in America. Because our Congress and our Senate allow these people to own every single thing in the black community. That's what that happened. The white supremacists, you telling me Americans can't own these same stores right here in our community? No, because they got to deal with these Zionist Israel ass people. They're some hateful, evil ass people. Russia hate black men. Russia hate black men, black people. Israel hate people even. Israel over 350 billion. Israel over $350 billion. And they haven't paid the black Americans right here in this country that built America for these white Zionist people for free. Their money to the other Zionists. These people is not Christian. They why they rape kids. This is why the sex trafficking shit in America is at an all-time high. This is the same shit that Israel in America is funding the war over the haters. They hate black Americans. Israel people hate black Americans. They hate us. And we over here sending our money, taxpayer money, to people that hate Americans. They only love Zionist people like they are. People that rape kids, hate kids, believe in drinking kids' blood, they think they gonna stay young. These people is the most evilest people that ever walked the face of this planet. And they don't believe in no God. They believe in money and power. That's it. This is why they own the Republican Party. The Republican Party has turned in the Zionist Party of America. That's what happened. And they ready to get rid of anybody that don't look like them and that don't talk like them and that don't act like them. They ready to do the same thing to Americans that Israel doing to motherfucking them people over there. Yeah, that's what Americans ready. That's what America is ready to do. They just trying to see if everybody allow Israel to just erase some people off the face of this earth and take their land. Because you know that America done. So they just trying to see how many people are going to get behind of them killing innocent kids with killing everybody over there. They erase them. Them people is evil. And I just got a question for my Democratic Party. How can y'all keep funding them Israel-ass people when you know how they feel about black people? Especially the Black Democratic Party, the Black Congressional Party. How could you sign on to some shit that's gonna fund a war in Israel? And how could you keep sending them money when y'all ain't even paid the black Americans in America? And you don't think that's funny? This is how we know you niggas in Congress is plants. Cause ain't no way I can know this motherfucking information and y'all don't know it and you got more education than me. That is the craziest shit I ever seen. That is crazy to me. And guess what? The Democrats know that the motherfucking Israel people over there ain't right. Them people ain't right, man. Them, you could just look at the hate in their face. You could look at the hate. They don't have a soul. I can look in their eyes. Them people do not have souls. I can look in their eyes and tell them they're the devil. They some evil ass people, man. And guess what? Guess who own the whole America? Right. The Israeli people, man. Look at all the gas stations. Look at all the corner stores. Look at everything that black Americans spend their money on and see who owns it. We'll settle this shit today. I'm just telling you, man. These white supremacists say, you know what? Let's fool them. Let's let the Israelis own the niggas, and we get paid off the Israelis, and now we ain't got to show our hand. Like we so stupid. We see what kind of deal that our motherfucking congressmen and senators have with them people across seas. Right. They have a deal with these people. This is why we can't own nothing in our neighborhoods. Don't know, we can't own shit in our own neighborhoods. Do you hear that? Because they let the Zionist people, these people that eat kids and kill kids and rape kids and hate black people and hate all people except for their Zionist ass culture. And that's what the Republican Party has turned into. Just look at all the preachers that been caught fucking with the kids in America. Look at the Catholic people. We could just go from there, man. These people is evil. Ain't no God in them. What God we get behind the Catholic people? Just think about that shit. What God on the we think about getting behind some people that's in their church that they say they can't have a wife and all they do is rape boys. And we supposed to keep on getting behind these evil ass religion ass people. Like these religion cults in America are the most evilest people this world has ever seen. And guess what they do? They'll do evil and then hide behind their Christian churches and their Christian faith. This is what made me so mad with black people in America. How could you get behind a Christian faith after they'll come out of that same church with that Bible in one hand and niggas in the other hand to hang them? And you gonna get behind that faith? What faith do they got? What God do they believe in? These people, why you think they say Israel is the Israel, they gonna fight for Israel and we got to get more Americans to like Israel? Because they believe in the same shit as the white supremacists believe in. They are Zionists. They don't believe in no God. They believe in some evil shit. That's what America been built off. That's what Israel is. And Israel trying to get us into wars in the Middle East. And we didn't suck these people all our money. And you still ain't paid the black Americans in this motherfucking country. I just can't get my mind about that shit. And guess what they just did yesterday? They made a 75% football black league have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk, a piece of shit racist. I just can't even understand this shit, man. How is we out here celebrating, and want people to have some feelings for a fucking far right racist ass white man? That's what Charlie Kirk was. That's what he is. That's what he gave to his wife and to his kids. He went to college campuses and taught hate. And you wondering why all the mass shootings is white men? Because they allow these far right groups to go to these colleges and sit down with young white men and train them to be terrorists. That's what goes on in America. And when they ain't in college, they train them from 1st to 12th to hate black people. All their history lessons, all their schooling is to hate black people and to love the only white race. Oh, this doctrine of the education in America is written and made by the white supremacists of this country. Goddamn, so it is. Is written by the white supremacists of this country. They teach our kids to hate themselves and to love these white supremacists in this country. This is what they teach our kids in these schools. So it's not even good for us to even be, entwined with these people about an education system that they built, that they made, and that they only made for the white race. That's what this education system is made for. They own white race. They don't believe in education system. This is why you got so many of these far right groups uneducated